Steve Poland here, and a few weeks ago I went up to Cleveland to attend the Ohio CICHLID Association Extravaganza. If you missed my video about that trip, I will link to it down in the description. One of my reasons for going up there was to buy some fish. I wasn't looking for anything specific, just any fish that looked good and came at a good price. I came home with 17 fish. A couple of them came from vendors, but the majority were purchased from people selling fish out of their rooms. But I wanted to wait until they were ready to come out of quarantine to show them to you. I'm going to go through each one and give you a closer look. I'll start with my favorite. It's an Otopharynx lithobates Zimbabwe rock, commonly known as a Z-rock. Sometimes they're also called yellow blades because of the long yellow stripe on top. This is a really nice male and I was glad to get him. He's looking better and better every day. Next up is a fish I bought from the same guys, and it's a Chilotilapia rhodesii. If you can believe it, this fish was $5. These are haps that can get fairly large, and I can't wait to see how he looks once he gets in the 220. Another fish I think has a lot of potential is this Copetochromis milas, or midnight boloto. He's stressed out right now because I've got the lights turned up really high, but once he's relaxed he turns really dark, almost completely black. He's basically like an all-black version of an Azurius. He's got really nice fins if you hadn't noticed. I also bought a lemon jake that I think has some potential. I've got a nice sunshine upstairs, but I think this guy will be a good way to add some more yellow to the tank. I have been looking for a good lemon jake, and this one isn't perfect, but I'm excited to see how he progresses. Up next is another Alonacara Jacob Freyberg guy. This time an otter point. This guy has a little bit of white blaze on him, which I thought was cool. I've wanted an otter point for a while, so I'm happy to have him. I also broke my rule against OBs again, which I've been doing a lot lately. It was tough because this guy was $6 and has some really cool yellow coloring on his backside. I just couldn't pass him up. Another interesting fish I got is this red shoulder peacock. Some of you probably know that I've been breeding red shoulders, but they're very different from this one. I would argue that they're better. But I still like these more common red shoulders a lot, and I thought this guy had some pretty cool coloring. Last up in this tank is this flavescent. I had one that I lost a few months ago, and while this guy's not quite on the same level yet, I think he could get there. And again, the price was right. There are a few fish that I've been keeping in other places. First is this large Certicara mori, or blue dolphin, that was a bit too large to keep in quarantine with the others. He's probably around 6 inches and is really nice. He was actually the first fish I bought on the trip. I also picked up 4 dragon blood females from a strain that I liked to shore up my breeding group. I've already integrated them into the group and they seem to be doing well. I know my breeder male isn't complaining. And then last but not least, I grabbed 3 larger Bristlenose Plecos for algae control. I should have gotten video of them before I put them in the 220, but I did manage to catch one of them out in plain view for a few seconds. So those are my new fish. I highly encourage any of you who haven't been to one of these shows to go if you ever get the chance. It's a great way to meet people, but also to buy some great fish at reasonable prices without having to worry about sales tax or shipping. Let me know what you think about these fish down in the comments, and as always, have a good one everybody.